Jerry Fetta here, coming here live. I just finished my morning run, about to get on some client meetings, team meeting. But I wanted to hit you today with this live stream to talk about how to build wealth now. Okay, and I want to share with you a little bit of my backstory. You have to excuse my sweatiness here as I'm doing my cool down. So I became a financial advisor at the age of 19. 18 actually is when I first got started. I got my licenses. Around 19, I really started working with clients. I'm 31 now. And so the normal financial world tells us, what's up, DeRocoy? Good to see you. The normal financial world tells us what? They tell us to pay ourselves first, but really what they mean by that is we should give money to Wall Street first. We should pay our taxes first. We should deposit money in someone else's bank first. What's up, Joe? Good to see you. And the result of that is this idea that we go to school to get good grades, to graduate, to go to college, to get more good grades. As the first 24 years of our life is school, right? So that we can get a career. What's up, Michael? Good to see you. Then we get the career, and what happens? Okay, we work and we trade our time for money. Only at what point during that previous 24 years were we ever taught what money is, how money works, how to use it, what we should do with it, why we should do that with it? Never. So imagine playing a game like a sport. If you guys are into sports, imagine playing a sport where you don't know the purpose of the game. You don't really know the rules of the game. And all you're told is that if you play really hard, one day you might win. Right? That would be a terrible game. Not only would no one want to play that game, no one would want to watch that game. Right? But that's the American cycle of defer your lifestyle by deferring your income so that one day you can build up this magical retirement nest egg when you turn 60 and be able to draw off of that and enjoy the last 15, 20 years of your life before you die. And hopefully, if you're lucky, you die before the money runs out. Right? That's the system. And so when I was a financial advisor in my early 20s, my mom was my first client. Right? Who here has an awesome mom that supported you in whatever you did? My mom was my first client. It was brand new. And she sat down and she's like, cool, you can help me with my retirement planning. So I did. I set up her retirement plan. She put the money into it. Every year we'd look at her portfolio, and she got to age 60. Right? This is the year that we're supposed to be able to retire and, enjoy everything we've worked so hard for. And guys, at age 60, my mom got diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. Right? The year that she was supposed to be able to live the dream, the retirement dream, the golden years, she got diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer, and within 6 months she had passed away. And so as a son, I hated seeing that, and also as a financial advisor, relatively new in this career field, I just watched the plan, the whole thing that we're working towards, unravel and not work with my own mom. And it made me realize two things. Number one, I don't want that for myself. Okay, I want to live life now. I want to enjoy life now, not wait till I'm 60, where I might not even be around to enjoy what I've built, right? And then the other thing too is I would look at my clients and I'm like, I don't really want that for any of them either. Right? That's the last thing I want. I don't want somebody, working and meeting with me every year, finding out that we built up this glorified nest egg concept that they never actually got to use, and they deferred their traveling. They deferred their time with their family. They deferred, being able to have passive income and enjoy life today because they were riding on this magic number 60. Right? And even the statistics are showing, guys, from the Social Security Administration themselves, out of 100 Americans, only 5 of them are going to be financially secure. That's from the Social Security Administration. That's a 95% failure rate on the current plan of give your money to Wall Street and pay your taxes and deposit everything into the bank. Right? So what I do with my company is because of that experience, we help people build wealth now. How do you experience and build wealth now? What is wealth? Right? It's not just financial. We had the definition of this word change over the last couple of centuries. Originally, good to see you, Madi. Share this video, by the way, if this resounds with you. Originally, back in maybe 200 years or more, wealth meant you were doing well in all areas of life. Overall welfare, overall well-being. And so I define wealth personally, and you feel free to use this definition. Wealth to me means abundance and prosperity in all dynamics of life, in all areas. Okay, I want to be wealthy everywhere. I don't want to just be wealthy with money. Okay, I want to be wealthy in my family life. I want to be wealthy with my physical health. Okay, I want to be wealthy with my relationships. I want to be wealthy with my business and my employees. right? I want to be wealthy with my giving and my spirituality and my intellect and all the things that I want to do in my life. And that's part of what money is for. Money is for funding financially a life of abundance and prosperity in all areas. And I don't want to defer that till I'm 60. I want that today. Okay? I want my life to be the way that I want it to be today, not in 40 years, not in 30 years, not in 20 years. Because what if that's not there anymore? What if the same thing happens like happened to my mom and we defer our lifestyles and we're never around to enjoy it anymore? Right? So if you're watching this and you're like, okay, well, how do I build wealth now? There's two things, right? First, remove the definition that wealth is just financial. It's not. Right? You can start living, keyword is living, that's a verb, a life of abundance and prosperity in all areas today. Right? You actually exerting control over what you want your life to be like now, regardless of your money, that's the first step towards wealth. Right? Am I actually creating in each area of my life? Am I exercising? Am I reading? Am I studying? Am I enjoying my work? Am I spending time with my family? Am I eating well? Am I growing spiritually? Those are all ways that without even using money, I can start to experience abundance and prosperity in my life. Right? The second thing you can do is to start building the financial wealth so you can expand upon that, because it will cost money. This is not one of those hippie videos where I tell you money doesn't matter and you should just go be a nomad and wander around and travel and hope people feel bad for you and give you cheap or free things. That's not wealth either. Right? So I went on a run today. That was for free. Okay, that's me being wealthy with my physical health. Right? I spent time with my girl today, my lady. That's me being wealthy with my relationship. It's creating wealth in that area, right? And so I can start to build on that if I have the finances to do it. How do I do that? I pay myself first. Right now, we've all heard this, pay yourself first. And I think it's one of the most misunderstood phrases in the financial world. Because think about this, pay, meaning like move money towards, compensate or transfer money to something or someone. Yourself, you. That's you, right? First, before anything else. Okay, so when we say pay yourself first, what do most people do? Oh, Jerry, I put money in my 401k plan. Okay, did you pay? Yeah. Was that yourself? No. You can't have that money. You just lost control of it till you're 60. You paid Wall Street first. Right? So you're not paying yourself first by using your 401k plan, okay? Now, what's the next one? What about your tax refund? Some of us, we save with a tax return, a tax refund every year. We get some money back from the IRS, and we celebrate that, and we're like, cool, I just got, a few $1,000s back. That's my money. I just saved. Okay, well, did you pay yourself first? You did pay. Was that yourself? No, you paid the IRS. So you didn't pay yourself first. You lost control of that money. And at least when you gave it to Wall Street, they agreed to give you something back if they make some money. With the IRS, you're extending them a 0% loan for the entire year and getting nothing in return. And then they pay you back once a year and you celebrate that. That's a terrible financial move. Right? What about the bank? You pay the IRS, you pay Wall Street, then you pay the bank. All of your money goes into your checking account. Maybe you put some in a savings account. Did you pay? Yeah. Was that yourself? No. What happens when you put money in a bank? They borrow against your money and loan it out to other people or invest it. They put your money at risk and then pay you nothing in return. You get 0.4% on your savings account on the high end right now. So you didn't pay yourself first, right? So many people fail at building wealth because they fail on that first step. Well-intentioned people, you guys are all well-intentioned. You want to do well with finances, but you were so well marketed to by banks and Wall Street that giving them your money is paying yourself first when it's just not. You don't have control of it. You don't get a financial benefit when you give them your money, right? You look at the average bank, when you deposit money in a bank and they borrow against your deposits, they make anywhere between 400 to 1,300% per year on your deposits. Okay, you can go fact check that. That's from BauerFinancial.com. They study and do reports and statistics on banks. You didn't make money on that. They did. So the purpose of paying yourself first is so that you make money. So how do you make sure you pay yourself first? You need to set up your own banking system. Become your own banker. You do that through a concept called the infinite banking concept. We use something called the sacred account. It's a life insurance policy where you deposit money in just like you do with your bank. Okay, the banker's already borrowing against your deposits. So here's where it's different: is you become the banker. You're allowed to then borrow against your deposits. Your money still grows while you borrow against it. Then you take that money you've borrowed against your deposit and you can pay off your debt with it, or you can invest, or you can self-finance large purchases with it and actually make money as the bank. The cherry on top of this is the insurance company that you're going to use for this. They're going to make you an owner. They're going to make you a shareholder in their company. So as you use this system, as more people use this system, and that insurance company brings in profit, they share that profit back to you in the form of a dividend. Right? That's how you pay yourself first. You've got to own and control the system. Right? So if you're watching this video, first of all, welcome to my TikTok. I hope this was valuable for you. The second thing is I want to give you a free resource right now. I'm going to put this in the chat. If you go to jerryfetta.com/bankfail, okay, jerryfetta.com/bankfail, that's a free downloadable ebook that's going to teach you all about the risk of putting money in banks. What actually happens when you put money in a bank? Because most people don't know this, right? And when you put money in a bank, it's one of the most risky things you can do with your money, yet we've been taught it's one of the safest things you can do, and it's actually not safe at all.